Hey there, science enthusiasts! It's Bill Nye here, ready to shed some light on solar energy. Have you ever looked up at the sun and wondered, how can we use that big ball of fire to power our homes? Well, you're in for a treat. Solar energy is like a superhero of the energy world. It's clean, renewable, and becoming more popular every day. The sun gives us more energy in an hour than the world uses in a year. We're talking about an incredible power source right above our heads. But how do we harness this energy? That's where solar panels come in. They're like sun catchers for your roof. Solar energy isn't just a fad, it's a growing trend that's here to stay. More people are turning to solar power for their homes. It's good for the planet and can save you money. It's like having a mini power plant on your roof. So let's dive in and explore the wonderful world of solar power. Alright, science friends, let's talk about the basics of solar panels. Think of solar panels as sun-hungry rectangles that sit on your roof. They're made up of many smaller units called photovoltaic cells. These cells are the real heroes of our solar story. Each solar panel is like a team of these cells working together. They're usually covered with a protective glass layer. This glass helps keep the cells safe from rain, snow, and other weather. It's like a shield for our solar superheroes. The cells in a solar panel are usually made of silicon. Silicon is a special material that gets excited when sunlight hits it. When I say excited, I mean it starts to move electrons around. This movement of electrons is what we call electricity. Solar panels come in different sizes. Some are small enough to power a calculator. Others are big enough to cover your whole roof. The more panels you have, the more sunlight you can catch. And more sunlight means more power for your home. It's like having a bigger net to catch more fish. Now let's zoom in on those photovoltaic cells. They're the real stars of the show. Photovoltaic is a big word, but it's simple. Photo means light, and voltaic relates to electricity. So these cells turn light into electricity. Cool, right? Each cell is like a sandwich. It has two layers of silicon with different properties. One layer has extra electrons and the other layer has spaces for electrons. When sunlight hits the cell, it knocks electrons loose. These electrons then flow from one layer to the other. This flow of electrons is what we call an electric current. It's like a river of tiny particles moving in one direction. This current is what powers our homes and gadgets. The more sunlight that hits the cells, the stronger the current. But here's the catch. This current is direct current, DC. Most of our homes use alternating current, AC. So we need to change the DC to AC. Don't worry, we'll talk about that in the next section. For now, just remember that photovoltaic cells are like tiny power plants, turning sunlight into electricity. Okay, science pals, we've got our solar panels making electricity. But there's a problem. The electricity they make is direct current, DC. Most of our homes use alternating current, AC. So we need to change the DC to AC. How do we do that? With a device called an inverter. An inverter is like a translator for electricity. It takes the DC from the solar panels and changes it into AC. This AC is what powers our homes. It's the same kind of electricity that comes from the power company. The inverter is a crucial part of any solar power system. Without it, we couldn't use the electricity from our solar panels. It's like having a foreign language book without a dictionary. The information is there, but we can't use it. Inverters come in different types. Some are big and handle all the power from all your panels. Others are small and attached to each panel. The type you need depends on your setup, but all of them do the same job, turning DC into AC so we can power our homes with solar energy. Section 5. Types of solar panels: mono, poly, and thin film. Now let's talk about the different types of solar panels. There are three main kinds: monocrystalline, polycrystalline, and thin film. Each type has its own pros and cons. Let's break them down. Monocrystalline panels are like the sports cars of the solar world. They're made from a single crystal of silicon. This makes them very efficient at turning sunlight into electricity. They work well even in low light. But they're also the most expensive. Polycrystalline panels are like the family sedans of solar panels. They're made from many silicon crystals melted together. They're less efficient than monocrystalline panels, but they're also cheaper. They're a good middle ground option for many homes. Thin film panels are like the compact cars of solar panels. They're made by spreading a thin layer of silicon on a surface. They're the least efficient, but also the cheapest. They're flexible and light, which makes them good for some special uses. Choosing the right solar panel for your home. How do you choose the right solar panel for your home? It's like picking the right tool for a job. Consider your energy needs and budget. Think about your energy usage. The more you use, the more efficient panels you might need. Monocrystalline panels are efficient but costly. Polycrystalline panels are a good middle ground. Thin film panels are cheaper but less efficient. Consider your roof space. Limited space needs more efficient panels. Lots of space allows for less efficient panels. Climate matters too. Thin film panels work well in hot climates. Monocrystalline panels are good for mixed weather. Consult a local expert for the best choice. Section 7. Solar energy applications in homes. Now let's talk about how we can use solar energy in our homes. It's not just about powering your lights and TV. Solar energy can do so much more. Let's explore some cool applications. The most common use is generating electricity. Solar panels on your roof can power your whole house. They can run your appliances, charge your devices, and keep your lights on. Any extra power can be sent back to the grid. It's like having your own power plant. Solar energy can also heat your water. Solar water heaters use the sun's energy to warm water for your shower or dishes. They can work alongside your regular water heater. This can save you money on your gas or electric bill. Did you know solar energy can even heat your pool? Solar pool heaters use the sun to keep your pool warm. They pump pool water through solar collectors on your roof. The sun heats the water before it goes back to the pool. It's like a giant solar water bottle for your pool. Section 8. Costs and incentives for solar energy. Let's talk money, science friends. Solar panels are an investment. They cost money up front, but they can save you money over time. Let's break down the costs and savings. The cost of solar panels has dropped a lot in recent years, but it's still a big purchase. The exact cost depends on many factors. These include the size of your system, the type of panels, and where you live. On average, a home solar system can cost between $15,000 and $25,000. But here's the good news. There are lots of incentives to help with the cost. The federal government offers a tax credit for solar installations. Many states and cities offer additional incentives. These can include rebates, tax breaks, or special loans. Over time, solar panels can save you a lot on your electric bill. In many cases, they can pay for themselves in 7 to 20 years. After that, it's like getting free electricity. Plus, solar panels can increase the value of your home. It's an investment that keeps on giving. Section 9. Environmental benefits of solar power. Now let's talk about why solar power is so great for our planet. Solar energy is clean energy. It doesn't produce harmful emissions or pollutants. This is a big deal for our environment. When we use solar power, we reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. Fossil fuels, like coal and oil, release greenhouse gases when burned. These gases contribute to climate change. Solar power doesn't have this problem. It's a way to get energy without harming our atmosphere. Solar power also helps conserve water. Traditional power plants use a lot of water for cooling. Solar panels don't need water to generate electricity. In dry areas, this can be a big help in conserving water resources. Using solar power can also reduce air pollution. This means cleaner air for us to breathe. It can help reduce health problems caused by air pollution. When we use solar power, we're not just helping the planet, we're helping ourselves and our communities too. Section 10. Economic advantages of going solar. Let's talk about how solar power can be good for your wallet. Solar energy can save you money in several ways. It's like having a piggy bank on your roof. First, solar panels can lower your electric bill. Once you have panels, you're making your own electricity. This means you need to buy less from the power company. In some cases, you might not need to buy any at all. Solar panels can also protect you from rising energy costs. Electricity prices tend to go up over time. But once you have solar panels, your energy costs are more stable. It's like locking in your electricity price for years to come. In some places, you can even make money from your solar panels. If you produce more electricity than you use, you can sell it back to the grid. This is called net metering. It's like your electric meter running backwards. Section 11. The future of solar energy. As we wrap up, let's look to the future of solar energy. It's an exciting time for solar power. New technologies are making solar panels better and cheaper all the time. Scientists are working on new materials for solar cells. These could make solar panels even more efficient. Some researchers are even developing transparent solar cells. These could turn windows into power generators. Solar energy storage is also improving. Better batteries mean we can store solar energy for use at night or on cloudy days. This could make solar power even more reliable. As more people choose solar power, it will become even more affordable. This could lead to a future where most of our energy comes from the sun. Imagine a world powered by clean, renewable energy. That's the promise of solar power, and with science we can make it happen.